Hi everybody, welcome back to Pixel Junkies. We're playing Silent Hill on PS1.
Oh, hey everybody, welcome to our Halloween video. We're playing Silent Hill, also known as PT.
With Adam and Rory.
Yeah, Adam and Rory are here. They didn't make any noise yet.
Howdy.
Yeah, they're actually here.
We don't have Jordan with us this year.
Jordan's dead.
Alright.
That was too long of a pause, guys.
Is he? Is he dead?
Is he? I don't know.
I'm just trying to...
Is he
I
like?
said he is. He must be.
Is he like Harry Mason here in a car accident? Is that how he died?
Harry
Is the
Mason?
guy from the second game? Is it
What's his name?
James
Mason?
No. Murphy. No.
So he's a Mason and he's Harry.
I don't know. This guy's Harry Mason.
Harry
He was in a
Mason.
car accident with his daughter Cheryl. Because
And now
a
he's
girl
like-
jumped out in front of the road. You didn't see that because I skipped the intro video for some reason.
He's like, how come the world's not loaded yet?
Anyway, he's looking for his daughter. I don't know why he was going to Silent Hill. It doesn't matter.
So Silent Hill, that's that like really nice place, isn't it?
Yeah, with the ash that's always falling.
Is that ash?
Yeah.
Oh, snow.
I think it's supposed to be ash.
Ash from what?
From a volcano.
From Half-Life?
From Pokemon?
Yeah, that's it.
Pokemon? Oh.
he was flying with Charizard and got
Yours was more funny
flew
than
into
mine.
an airplane engine.
Turns out there was a lot of ash inside of him. Or he made a lot of ash.
Did you guys ever watch the second Pokemon movie?
Yeah. The second one.
What happens in it?
It's the one with Lugia.
Yes,
And,
I
Yeah,
did
I
watch
saw
that many times. That's the movie 2000.
I watched the one where Pikachu beats the shit out of another Pikachu and then they start crying.
Oh, that's the first one.
And
Yeah.
that was like,
That was bad.
why am I watching this?
The third one is actually pretty good.
There's like 14 or 15 movies, aren't they?
I think they're releasing like number 18 now.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. But they've made a shit ton of money off of them, so who gives a damn?
Yeah. I don't know. The first season was good. That was enough for me. Isn't it like 60 episodes anyway or something?
Something like that.
That's enough show for
Yeah, the first show.
that.
Yeah.
Well, they
The
cover
games
all
are
the
good.
concepts.
How many is The Simpsons now? How many do they have under their belt?
600 or something?
It's not 600 episodes.
I think so, yeah. I think it's 600. Do we need to Google this?
Does this
It's
do
not
the
very
Resident
Halloween
Evil
of
thing?
us.
There's like
tank
fixed perspectives.
tank
and
controls? Yes, it does.
Oh god, somebody spilled jam.
A lot of jam.
Yeah. There's some sort of
oh man,
That's
what
like
a
a
waste.
truck full of jam.
there's like some sort of peanut butter massacre or something.
That's
Does
an
he not
absolute
notice that?
waste.
And he just like casually walks past the jam.
He doesn't care. He's looking for his daughter, Cheryl.
I guess he doesn't want.
I don't know if he casually walks past. I don't think they've captured tone of walking in PS1.
This is something the game does very well.
Tone of walking.
Yeah, like
Tone of
casually
No,
or...
the camera.
Yeah. It's very
Every
cinematic.
angle is that.
Anyway, it's Halloween. That's why
It
we're playing a
is.
spooky
That's
game.
true.
Ooh.
How are you guys feeling about Halloween this year?
I'm working.
Oh.
So
Adult
it's very
life.
Scary. It's very scary.
That's strange.
Candy
It's getting
makes
dark.
Very
candy makes you
scary.
fat, and it's not safe to let your kids out of the house anymore. So.
You can't hear it, but there's a raid siren in the background here.
Is this listing all the episode numbers? Yep.
Sorry, that was an elephant.
You guys see the movie?
No,
movie?
No,
I heard
actually.
it was.
Oh, the
rat
Silent Hill
feces.
movie?
The Silent Hill movie.
I
It was
saw it.
actually impressively better than I thought it was going to be.
Is it good? Like, does that mean it's good?
Actually,
It's worth a watch.
I like some video game movies. Like, a lot of people didn't like Max Payne, but I did.
I really thought you were gonna say the Mario.
They're
No.
The Simpsons. They're at episode 563.
Oh, you're wrong.
That was
No,
pretty close.
I'm gonna give you that one, Aaron. That was pretty close.
That was pretty close.
I didn't think it was that many.
Man,
I
that's a
remember
lot
they
of
had a
jam.
big to do about some episode
big
number. It must have been
strawberry
550.
Oh, yeah.
It must be Schmuckers because you don't get those big strawberry pieces in the.
Oh
Kraft.
man, Schmuckers.
I hate Schmuckers.
Yeah,
I
what is
prefer
that?
Kraft.
It's yeah.
Spooky
Marmalade
stuff.
is
Although
good.
I will, oh god! Although I will say that Schmuckers has an awesome origin story.
An origin story?
Oh, no.
Grandpa Schmuckers.
They started out as
This is
Lou.
true.
Yeah, no, well, obviously it's not true, but it's the story that they've presented because Grandpa Schmuckers was a berry farmer, and one day I think a baby cloud got lost. He was like, "You can hang out
A
with me." in
dairy
this-"
farmer.
No, berry.
No.
And
What
he's
a
like, "You can
shitty
hang out with
job.
me in this field." and so he did, and because the baby cloud was lonely, I guess, being made out of like watered fucking droplets, whatever. And so when the other clouds come back for it, they're like, hey man, old man Schmuckers, you protected our clouds. We're always going to rain on your crops so you can have good crops. And that's the origin story of Schmuckers. It's in one of their commercials.
I think he probably opened a farm in a place that rained. That's what I think happened.
Oh, you just got... So what are those things? You look like you're getting attacked by origami.
They're Halloween monsters.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
PS1 doesn't have autosave.
It doesn't matter. It was supposed to happen.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shitty. Oh.
Man, it's like
He looks
PS2.
He got a sausage in his pants.
He looks like the kind of guy who would be like... She looks like Cameron Diaz.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, a little butterier face.
Her character in the movie, not played by Cameron Diaz.
That was a mistake. That's actually pretty good graphics for PS1 era. I'm very impressed.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the draw distance
yeah,
is 6
I
feet.
was just gonna say, it doesn't have to render almost anything.
Yeah, but still, I mean, like that was probably a design choice though.
Yeah.
So good for them.
I'm sorry, did he say it was like he'd been run over by a truck?
Yes.
Was that not kind of an inappropriate reference to make at this point?
Considering he was probably run over by a truck.
Considering he was like in a car accident
Yes.
like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say he was run over by Ebola.
Japanese translation.
Japanese translation.
Run over by Ebola.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Wait, this was translated from something else?
This is the Ebola virus,
This is a Konami
right?
game, so this is Japanese.
This predicted now.
Japanese storytelling. But it's pretty well done.
so slow with
That's
a lot
racist.
of like. I was gonna do like
A lot of vomiting.
Sorry, I was gonna do something like.
A lot of
I was gonna say with a lot of underlying sexism.
Oh. Well,
I mean that's kind of scary, isn't it?
I don't know. She's a female cop. How less sexist do you want to get?
That's progressive.
Yeah.
A female man.
Mm.
Bad answer.
Harry Mason's a
A
transgender.
female man.
And no.
That's
Oh.
progressive.
But if
That
you want
table's
to get
thick as
if
fuck.
you want to
Birdo's
get
a transgender?
super what?
Birdo. From
Yeah.
I do not know who that is.
Cybill?
That's alright.
Sybil.
You didn't have a childhood.
I did. Who is
Man,
that?
that's a good name
He's
for
like
like
the main
a
villain
cyborg
from Mario
robot
2.
cop or something.
Mario, Super Mario Bros. Was he the main
Cybill.
villain or is he just the boss?
Cybill.
Man, it's an awesome game we're playing.
Yeah, it's you know.
Dangerously close to Seinfeld.
I'm sure this is the kind of game, and by I'm sure I mean this is the kind of game where like you need to kind of like play it and like actually pay attention and listen to get like all the like the scares and stuff. This is like
To make it scary, yeah, like anything, you're not gonna go see.
I like her implied camel toe.
I don't know.
That's progressive.
How can you tell? It's PS1. How can you tell anything about
Oh,
this?
I can tell.
that's a good point. We got some sort of shitty spider sense.
What do you mean implied camel toe?
Because it's not in the geometry. They just drew it on in front of her. She's like a camel toe drawn onto her pants.
Take this.
You can't see it from this angle. It kind of goes up.
You can see it from any
It goes
angle.
up in the
Eric.
middle. Oh, maybe it's
It's
the
a-
line on her fly. No, it's a line on her fly. Just look at the fly going down to the bottom of her crotch. It looks like a massive camel toe.
Why do girls need flies?
Don't do it unless you have to.
Because
It makes
chicks
the
with
pants
dicks,
easier to
man.
get off.
It's progressive.
Elastic. Make
Yeah,
them
but-
elastic.
Why
and
do
super
pants have
baggy.
flies
Yeah, but-
anyway?
but
That's
Make
that's
elastic
progressive.
jeans anyways. That's
Yeah, the girls are
that's
forgotten
the direction we
jeans.
need to go in.
Let me
What?
just point out that the cop just gave me, a stranger, her only weapon. Her
They should
only
make
gun.
elastic
That we
jeans
can,
anyways.
you
Elastic
know,
jeans would be
probably
awesome.
see.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
do we
that's what
even need
girls wear.
pants?
All girls now today wear yoga pants.
All
That's-
girls.
Rory has Ebola.
Okay, obviously not all girls. That would be absurd. But
You're coughing
Wouldn't
over
it be terrible if he actually did, Aaron?
We'll be at our last episode. Granted, I get time to edit it.
no, that's.
If this comes out, I had time to edit it.
Oh man, you get a map. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You got a nice camel toe, too.
What about pinball
That's
machine
progressive.
There's a thing flying behind me there. I don't know if you saw it. It was-
I didn't.
There's a
see it.
thing flying behind you?
yeah.
In the
Yeah, what
snow?
coffee place is a pinball machine?
I think more
What?
like a diner.
I mean, it's
Oh,
kind of
this
hard to
kitchen
tell
knife?
because every time you move, the entire world shimmies.
There is
like-
a health drink.
You're having a mild stroke when you move. Like the wall textures are like...
Now. Settle down.
What is it? What is the resolution of this?
4.
4. Pinball machine.
I'm just gonna
It'd be
save.
cool if you could play it. Like if
I was just gonna say, like, it's there.
I think it's a mini game. Okay, so what's the save in this? It's just like a... Oh,
It's like a little notebook thing. I don't know.
Maybe you win, it gives you ammo or something.
I like the way PS1
Borderlands.
incorporated saving, especially in Metal Gear Solid 1 when you called that frequency.
Yeah, meleeing was cool.
That was fucking annoying.
Just like the rest of that series.
Now. Settle down.
Adam's gonna have to play it soon.
There, I'll equip this gun.
Or how about this? How about I just watch a 3-hour movie and I'll get the exact same experience?
Yep.
Wow, what a pirouette.
That's how you aim in this.
That's a slippery floor.
I'm just getting the controls here.
Can you shoot while walking in this? Or aim while walking?
Aaron, I think you're greatly overestimating the capabilities of the PS1.
Probably. Even 360 games can't do that.
A radio isn't broken,
Resident
can't hear
Evil.
anything. He didn't try to turn it on.
Looking at you.
I don't like Resident Evil.
Hey, look at that red thing.
You don't
can
like
probably
Resident
take
Evil?
it.
That's the radio.
Like, are you talking about like a video game in particular, or like the movie, or like the
Huh?
whole
Just
franchise?
the whole
radio?
franchise, but mainly
Who the fuck listens to the radio anymore?
This is like 94 or something. I don't know.
Now, children.
97 maybe.
Oh, someone crashed through the window.
Oh,
no.
He's
It's
in the
fall.
ceiling.
It's
He's stuck in the ceiling.
It's Ridley. It's Ridley.
That's
Ridley.
progressive.
What's the name of that guy from Metroid?
Ridley Scott.
Ridley. No!
Yeah. Oh man, you shot him in the crotch.
Man. All right.
Did any of you guys ever go to the what was the name of that place out in, like, I don't know if you ever went there. It might have only been my school, but it was like a camping, like an overnight camping thing for like
Brother Brenton.
Yeah. Did you go to the Brother Brenton?
Yes, I did.
I was there when I went to the Brother Brenton Center. The guy there was one of the camp counselors. He told a spooky story, and the spooky story was Silent Hill. He told the plot of Silent Hill, because then when I went back like much later and found out about this game series, I was like, I remembered that story. I was like, he just told us Silent Hill. What the fuck?
How long was the story?
Not very long. He was just talking about like how he was in a diner once, and all of a sudden something like crashed through the window and stuff, and then he had to get out. And we're like, man, that's really creepy. And it was
So
like,
he played like the first 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I have no idea.
He was probably playing through Silent Hill.
Thing crashed through the window, and
What
then
a
I shot it in.
stupid
I mean,
man.
he shot it in the crotch, and it died. And then I had to leave because I
So
had
is
a
this the
meeting.
game where is it? I know the second game's really like
Same thing.
psychological,
Oh.
but is this game psychological?
This game has more to do with... it's not as psychological. Like, it's not an examination into Harry's character. Not really. It's more like, oh, this stuff is really happening.
So,
This is the result of witches and stuff.
so what are you doing?
You got attacked by a bat.
Trying to find,
Insomnia.
So you're in the normal world now?
I guess.
Okay.
The normal world?
Yeah, because isn't it a thing in Silent Hill where there's it's a bat, where you're getting like there's the
Bat.
normal world, and then there's the oh man look at that, and then there's like the over or like the dark world or whatever it's called. Isn't that a thing?
Yeah. That's in the movie and other games.
There's an overworld in the movie.
Not in...
Like,
I was gonna say no, but then it did happen in the intro there. It got darker and
why
the
are
siren
this?
played.
All the signs are like 80 feet off the road.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the
What?
ah!
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Man, I feel
So
like-
you didn't answer my question. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find Cheryl,
Who's that?
my daughter.
Find my friend's at, bro.
Yeah, this is 97. That didn't exist.
Well, the iPhone did man a good liberty.
All right, let's go around and tell our most scary Halloween story.
No,
this
hang on.
Halloween special.
No,
We need to
no,
analyze
hang
that
on.
sentence.
What was that? Let's go back to that.
What?
Let's get an instant replay of what Aaron just said.
What? English?
No, you didn't. That was not fucking English. Not syntactically.
You're not a
Okay.
calculator.
Anyway, so what was that, Andrew? Sorry.
Scariest Halloween story. Adam, go.
That happened to you personally.
I have
Great.
to work on Halloween.
That is actually terrifying.
Oh, ammo.
The idea of work is terrifying to me. It's not my nature.
Why does the game freeze for like a minute before the thing
It's got to
flies?
load. Oh no! It's got to load the thing.
Why are you still here?
What do you mean,
If I went into a town and I saw all this bullshit flying around,
Aaron? You don't have a daughter. If you were here with a daughter and she disappeared, and
she
you're
could
trying
figure
to
it
look
out.
for her, no.
Why the hell did she run off?
Aaron, are you capable of procreating?
I believe so. I should.
Oh no! You're getting
It's a dog.
There's
It's
another.
another
Can
dog.
you play the Benny Hill theme on this?
No.
Man, not because it's not appropriate, but because we fucking hate the Benny Hill.
Yep.
I think the scariest story I ever from a Halloween, does it have to be Halloween, or can it just be like scariest story that ever happened to me?
Does it have to be Halloween?
Scariest thing that ever. Yeah, that's better than Halloween. The
'Cause, like,
scariest
not-
thing that's ever
It was in
happened. to you.
grade 1. Miss, does it have to be Halloween? You're splitting hairs, Adam. Just fucking tell a story.
I can't. You're being a fucking bitch over there in your dark corner of the room, waiting for Slender Man to come attack you.
I'm not in a corner. I'm literally in the middle of the room.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
should preface
Not
this
in the
by
corner.
saying it cannot end with fucking Slender Man.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Although, no. It doesn't have a Slender Man, but I remember as a kid, we were out, I think it was camping for, it was like Cubs or something like that, and so we were out playing Spotlight. It
Sorry, go ahead.
was like, you know,
No, you're
Cubs.
not.
What was that?
I'm running away from this thing.
Oh, yeah, but what was it sounded like you got really offended by Cubs or something.
No.
Okay. So I was in Cubs, which is like the prepubescent like Boy Scouts, and we were at like an overnight retreat. So they were like, okay, it's like 9 o'clock. You guys go play, or like, well, I can't remember what time it was, but it was like you guys go. It was getting darkish. It was like, go play Spotlight in the woods. Don't go too far. Don't die. You're like, all right. Simple instructions.
Don't die.
Yeah. And so I remember hiding in the woods, and I was like one of the
Kinda
last
goes without
guys left. And I
saying.
picked a really good hiding spot, and then I heard rustling behind me, and then I don't know, I can't even remember what it was, but I think my mind at the time was so freaked out because I was in the woods in the dark, and like I couldn't really see the cabin from where I was because I kind of went farther out. I heard what I thought was like laughter, but even though like nobody else was around me, like none of the other campers and stuff, it was like a high pitch, like kind of like a child laughter, but not really. And I got really freaked out by that, and I remember it to this day. Now, I'm no way insinuating that there was some sort of like ghost or like monster or something in the woods. It was probably like just a random noise that I was so frightened because I was like 8 that I mistook to be like a scary noise. But I remember just being really frightened by that.
So you're playing Spotlight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just picture you like, ah! And then it's like, oh, there's Adam. Ah, fuck.
That's actually what happened. And I ran, and they caught me, and I was like, "No, guys, it was no joke." And then we didn't want to play anymore because I freaked everybody out because we were all like, "There's a ghost in the woods." Actually, next day we went into the woods armed with our sharpened marshmallow sticks and our pocket knives. We were trying to hunt it down.
Oh, rebels. Oh.
My
Definitely
friend
just
was
like
You
a-
"No,
could
it's
have
good."
taken that.
Definitely like a sick dog caught in a snare or something. Like, oh.
Long dead.
And that's what it's. And that was.
And
my
that's
first
actually
dead
what-
body.
Never mind. There's actually a cash with it.
Roy, what was your scariest story?
I don't really have any scary stories. One time I was scared because I was half
Stories are pretty
asleep. What happened was
A midwich.
I was watching Lost and I was
Sounds
half
good.
asleep. I was sort of like in that stage between dreaming and reality. And so what actually happened was the TV froze and all the characters started turning blue.
Okay.
But in my half awake, half dream state, that's exactly what I thought was happening, but I thought it was a lot more significant. And so then all of a sudden the TV cut out in static and I ran, screaming. I don't know why. It's happened a bunch of times since, like the TV thing. I think it's just the TV. It just malfunctions. But I was scared. The story wasn't scary.
Can I tell you about the only time a video game has got me with a jump scare?
Yep.
So, you know the, spoiler alert for Bioshock Infinite. Oh my god, you just got fucking fucked up by that dog. You know during Bioshock Infinite when you're in that asylum, and they're trying to rescue Elizabeth?
Yeah.
And something's fucked up and she's become like a dictator or whatever. So you're looking at that control and you're talking to Elizabeth, and then you turn around, I forget what they're called, the Silent Boys, or...
The dudes with the things on their head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's standing right behind you. For whatever reason, I just wasn't expecting that. It was late at night, so when I turned around and it was there, I shouted so fucking loud that it woke my parents up on the other end of the house, and they came running in like, what the hell is your problem? I'm like, I would explain to you, but it's only going to make you mad, so I heard a noise outside. And they're like, alright.
Were you screaming at porn again, Adam?
Did you ever hear about the guy who,
Or more like...
This is the episode where Adam chokes to death.
There was
Halloween
this guy, right, and he had like a samurai sword or something, and what he hears is like in the apartment next door. He hears what sounds like a woman screaming, and so he takes out his samurai sword, kicks
Adam's
down the
gonna
door, and arrives in with his sword, and the dude's watching porn. It was really awkward.
Holy shit, that almost killed me. I wasn't even laughing at your story regular.
Oh, Christ.
That was a good story, though.
Thank you.
Yep.
Andrew, you're up.
I'm up.
Yep.
This is his scariest story right now.
Okay, so one time, the folks and I were driving into
It sounds
Central.
like it's actually going to be a scary
Oh,
story.
God. Central Newfoundland.
What? Did I lose health from that? I better not have.
You have health?
Yeah. Driving into Central, and something jumped out in front of us. We don't know what it was. So we had to slam on the brakes, and we ended up like breaking the suspension out of the thing. I don't know.
What? So you hit something?
No, we didn't hit anything, but
So did you break the suspension?
just the sheer like the brakes, and we ended up going off the pavement. I don't know.
Sounds like a
Anyway.
well-built car.
Yeah. We had to go in somewhere. We ended up in this little town. I forget what it was called. And we had to go to a garage to get it fixed. And, I mean, we went to
Bachman.
the diner there for some snacks or food or whatever.
This is sounding suspiciously like the plot of this game.
We went... God damn it.
Is that the joke?
Yeah. I was just...
Let's say the.
I
whole
was not
car
catching
bit-
on to
the whole
that
car
at
bit was
all.
Oh,
questioned.
you would have had I finished it, but it was... I was
A
not
diner
gonna
in
do it.
Newfoundland?
Yeah.
You mean Irving?
That was I
I
also
mean, a
thought
gas
that,
station.
I also thought the diner thing was weird because I'm like, oh, I've never seen one like actually in real
Oh,
life.
shit.
Like American television has told me that they exist, but has anyone actually ever been in a diner?
There's one at the
Yes.
gas station out in
Not a rural one.
Fairland.
But
No.
Maybe I should look at the map.
Do you have an actual scary story? Or are you just going to be the next one? It's like, yeah, so once I was vampire son, I had his castle rose out of the ground.
I can't really think of one right now.
you asked a question, though.
Aaron, I always ask the question and I never have an answer to it.
Yeah.
I'm way better at getting other people to talk than actually
Why
talk.
isn't this ash building up? Rhetorical question. PS1.
So, like,
Aaron, what's your scary story?
I don't really have any, but
wow, great question.
Alien Isolation. That's a scary game. Check it out. It's fun.
All right.
I got another.
What's your best Halloween story? We can go back to another scary story.
You mean like it took place on Halloween?
I have another kind of. It's not.
Yeah,
really
not
scary.
necessarily funny, but just an interesting thing that happened on Halloween.
This didn't happen on Halloween, but it kind of relates back to the other one. It's not a scary story either. But I was driving home late from my friend's house one night, and
I got mine now. Okay, go ahead.
you know those trucks with the really high like LED lights, like they're really bright.
Yep.
So I passed one of them, and it was really dark at night, and it kind of it didn't blind me, but it caused my eyes to go all fuzzy. So as I passed the truck, like my eyes were still adjusting to like the now blackness, and a white cat crossed the road. But for whatever reason, my mind went, it's the Rake from Slender Man mythos, or whatever you want to call it. And I said, I have a chance to end, and my brain immediately went, it's the Rake. Hit the gas. And it's a good thing the other part of my brain was like, it's a cat, what are you doing? Because it was my neighbor, it turned out to be my neighbor's cat, and I would have had a very...
Okay, I'm going to die. Never mind.
You don't have a health bar, though.
I do.
I don't see it.
It's there. I'm flashing red.
Oh, you gotta go to the menu to see it?
Oh, what's yours, by the way, Andrew?
Alright, so... It's kind of stupid. But I was driving home one night.
I swear, guys, this is Song Hill 2.
It's not.
Okay.
I was driving home one night, and I don't know if you know about Paradise and its back roads where I live, but there are a ton of... Actually, I'm not going to say that yet. So I was driving home one night, and in the middle of the road was a dude standing there.
That's fucking crazy.
Just standing there. But he wasn't just standing there. He had his arms
jerking it
up like this.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it on the audio, but he was like this.
Yeah,
he's doing like a T-Rex.
He had his hands up around his head.
Like do the T-Rex arms.
Yeah, T-Rex arms raised above his head and slowly moving them around in the street. So I was like...
So you ran him over, right?
No.
Okay.
I wanted to, because I was like, okay... Zombie or something, we're dead. We're all dead. I'll just end it now. No. Then I remembered that Paradise is absolutely chock full of mentally challenged people. That walk everywhere. You can't go 5 minutes without seeing a mentally challenged person walking on the street somewhere.
Paradise, it's progressive.
So yeah, it turns out that this poor man was just out for a walk at 2 o'clock in the morning.
In the middle of the road.
In the middle of the road.
I feel really bad now.
And he had an attack or something, I don't know. Cerebral palsy, I guess.
Remember once I was just out for a walk, and
where am I going?
Down Rennie's River Trail, and a woman kind of came lurching up the path. And it's not a scary story, but she was like very, very drunk, and she was like, I think she was really hurt. So she was like, did you need me to call an ambulance? She was like, no, don't call an ambulance. She quickly walked off in the other direction. And I felt like calling, and I probably should have called an ambulance. Just be like, yeah, there's a woman walking around, I think she's hurt or drunk or something. Like, you might want to send somebody over just to make sure she's okay. But I didn't after. I don't know why I didn't, but I really should have. And like this day, like that happened years ago. To this day, I still feel really bad that I didn't call that ambulance because I don't know what happened to her. But I don't know. That just reminds me of that. She was like She was like to the point where she had to hold on to the chain link fence on one side of the trail to keep walking until I said that, and then she kind of like picked up speed in the other direction. I don't know what the fuck happened to her, but it was like 7 o'clock on night on like a Thursday. It's weird, weirdest thing ever. She wasn't threatening or anything, but it was. Yeah.
I really don't have any stories, but I remember one time we went to a haunted house, and we were with a few friends at the time. This was a long time ago, and there's like a Grim Reaper guy dressed up there, and he had like a noose, and he was just like screwing around with the noose. And one of my friends asked him to put the noose around his neck, like a picture or whatever. Yeah. So he started putting it over his head. And I guess he realized halfway that putting a noose around someone else's neck is illegal. And he was like, oh! And then just whipped it off his head and started walking away. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. You're going to fucking sue me or some shit. And same haunted house. Completely take the volunteers, I guess, of the haunted house out of character. I think it was one of my aunts. We went into a room with a nurse, like a creepy nurse or something that flicks the door open when you walk by. And she squirts stuff out of a syringe. Uh-huh. And anyway, so we walked by the room and she squirted the thing and some of it got on my aunt's coat. And she was like, what the fuck is that? And she was like, ha 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 ha. I'm like, no, what the fuck is in the syringe? This is a leather jacket. And she's like, And it's just like, oh, it's just water. It's just like completely like,
And the
completely just like
illusion
went
was
from
shattered.
evil witch nurse thing to like, oh, it's just water. Don't.
Please don't get mad at me.
Did your elementary school ever do the haunted houses where it was like, oh, the like peeled grapes or eyeballs or like spaghettis is like the guys
No,
No, I
but
don't think so.
our gym teacher used to pile all the gym equipment into a big fucking conglomerate thing for the kids to climb.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it never collapsed to kill anybody because it
I
was
was
just like
just
a
wondering
big
about
fucking
that.
wooden thing.
So like vaulting boxes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
Bars?
like monkey bars, and it was all like wooden. Everything was fucking made out of wood, and it was just like boxes and bars and fucking poles and shit to climb on and in. She called it the Titanic, and it was almost the full length of the gym.
I'm sorry, she called it
Fucking
the what?
massive. The Titanic.
That's a good name for that. That's
Well, if it kills you, I mean, you know, you knew it was called the Titanic.
The
You know they're making another one?
another Titanic film.
no
No, the boat.
Oh.
Yeah, Titanic 2.
Why? Why would they do that?
I have never
'Cause
wanted
fucking
anything
everyone
to
is
hit
going
with
to
an
want to
iceberg
go
more
on
than
it.
that boat.
And then make a movie out of it?
Yeah. Do you think this is all a
Film-
ploy by
you
James
get-
Cameron?
get James Cameron.
It's all a giant conspiracy.
Get James Cameron to sink
He's
it.
gonna have a submarine in like
Bill
shaped
Paxton
like an
is the
iceberg,
captain.
and he's gonna be like, "There it is."
We gotta find that gem thing on Bill Paxton.
It's like it's weird. It's like the iceberg hit the ship, but the ship didn't start going down, and all of a sudden the iceberg, the cannons
This is
came out
round
outside the
2.
iceberg.
Friggin' round 2. It's just a movie about an iceberg that, like, 2 hours in gets hit by a boat and sinks.
Did you guys ever hear of the Italian Titanic? It's an animated musical.
No.
What?
Yeah. It's pretty bad. Actually, there was 2 Italian Titanic.
It's just the
animated
same movie,
musicals.
but with a lot more hand gestures.
No, there are talking mice and a rapping dog.
I think I have heard of that.
I've shown you the
I
Nostalgia
think I've
review.
seen that.
The Nostalgia Critic did a review. If you've ever.
Maybe
You guys
I
go to
watched
some
it through
weird
him.
parts of the internet.
Maybe I watched it through him.
Oh, bad.
Well, how the fuck do they know where you are?
Maybe he's just hiding there, man. Maybe he's doing a poop.
Yeah,
You
no,
No,
scared him.
but some of these have
everywhere.
come swooping in from, like, head on and just, like, gouge your eyes out.
Yeah, maybe they can see through ash.
That's
So was it
bullshit.
the second one that introduced Pyramid Head?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's part of James's psyche. It
It represents like
Is that a
his-
hellmouth
his, like,
there or something?
Sexual, like his like overbearing,
Yeah.
not masculinity, but like his need to like dominate and like just like not kill, but
Yeah.
dominate everything really.
So why don't you like Resident Evil? Do you
Me?
like Silent Hill?
Can't
I
aim
haven't
and walk
really
at the
played
same
any
time.
of the Silent Hill games. I played 2 for a bit, and I know like I've read about them and stuff like that. And I've seen videos on them. But the reason I don't know why I don't like Resident Evil. I don't really like the camera in that game, how it's like fixed, and I find it's kind of like the Metal Gear Solid thing, where the plot at this point is so convoluted that I just can't get into it. And I don't know. For me, there are better zombie games out there than Jill Valentine or Dick Dickinson or whatever their names are. Just have an adventure in
Dick
Raccoon City.
Dickerson?
Yeah,
What?
love that guy.
That's not an actual guy.
Good. What horrible parents.
Do you think there's some guy out there called Dick Dickerson?
Probably.
Almost definitely.
Dick Dickerson. You think he goes by Dick?
I assume he goes by Rich or Ricky.
Is that worse?
If my name was
Dickerson.
Richard, I'd want to go by Dick.
Really?
Would you go by like some weird variation like Dickie or something?
Nope.
Man, my throat's all
Like
fucked up from when I
Dick.
really choking on that doctor.
Dick.
I'd go by Big Dickie,
So some
but
sort
not
of,
just Dick.
some
Not
sort
just
of, like
Dickie.
ironic thing. Isn't
Big
it?
Dickie.
Oh.
What?
You kind of walked into that one, man.
Oh.
More fucking schmuckers.
Man, I don't know where to
Sluckers.
go. I think I have all the keys.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
It's probably the strawberry jam because the
We
raspberry jam.
we
has
did a
raspberry
fucking
seeds.
series in the second one, and this is why those videos never came out.
What's your favorite kind of berry?
Berry?
Raspberry.
Me too.
Straw.
Yeah, strawberry,
Wait, that's a doghouse.
cherry.
That's a doghouse.
I don't know if
right?
strawberries.
Yeah.
Don't,
Oh, right, yeah, strawberries.
don't say strawberry's not a
House
berry.
key, huh?
It's in the name.
Yeah, no, yeah, sorry, no, it's yeah, you're right. It's strawberries aren't a fruit. That was the thing.
Aren't berries fruit?
Strawberries aren't.
What?
Yeah, strawberries aren't considered fruit. They're in like another category.
I'm considering berries as in like the popular naming of berries, so not like any kind of scientific thing, but just what people.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying like just random like tangent.
Okay. Go to the Balkans Church.
What the fuck?
What's your favorite kind of pie?
I don't know anymore. Berries aren't fruit.
You can have not fruit pie. You can have turkey pie.
Tomatoes are fruit. Berries aren't fruit.
Turkey pie.
Do you like tomato pie?
What?
Isn't that just like a pizza? Oh.
Kinda, yeah.
Actually, it probably is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my.
I just made it up, but realized yeah. It's
I really like
probably
cherry pie.
Sure.
Although apple pie is good. Apple anything is good. Apple crumble.
Lemon meringue.
Apples.
Apple cider.
I've never had apple cider.
Not
Can
a
you get a
pie,
pie
but
that's
cheesecake.
just meringue?
Well, you can just get meringue. That's like a thing.
Yeah, but without the crust, it's like just meringue. I want meringue pie.
No,
I kind of
but
want
just
lemon
meringue.
pie, which exists.
Can you get a pie that's just the cream?
So can I tell you a funny story about lemon meringue pie?
Or like banana
Not really.
cream.
A funny story about lemon meringue pie? Yes.
It's not that. It's not honestly that
Never
funny.
mind.
But when I was in Florida, we on Disney
It's
World,
not
we
cream,
were
it's
to
egg
like
whites.
a buffet, and then this
Egg
buffet they had key lime pie as one of the desserts.
Oh, I
and
love
we were-
key lime pie.
And we were like,
Where was this?
I never had it before, so I'm like, Mom, what's key lime pie? And she's like, well, it's a lot like lemon. It's like lemon meringue pie, except there's no meringue and it's made with lime and not lemon. And I was like, so how's it like lemon meringue pie? And she was like, oh, and I just laughed my ass off.
It's
like,
citrus.
Yeah. Well,
Where'd you say-
to be fair, it is a lot like lemon meringue
Florida.
pie.
Oh,
But it was
Florida.
key lime, and just the way she explained it made it sound nothing like it.
There's a
I
Chinese
just make her
buffet place
listen to
here
this
that has
podcast
that.
because she hates it when I tells that story. When eyes, man, that made me.
When
sound-
eyes tells.
Yeah.
I was having key lime pie.
Jesus,
the other day.
Adam.
I was
Bitching
trying-
at me for my English.
Man, I'm gonna get
My English good, I'll have you know. Blotch. Blotched.
I'm looking for a house.
Has anyone here
Alright.
read the
I would recommend a good
Bram
agent.
Stoker Dracula,
I
like the
have.
original Dracula novel?
I
I've
skimmed
read it,
through
yeah.
it because we had a test on it in high school.
The, I
Spark
quite
Notes.
like
I've
it.
read and enjoyed it.
Good.
But what's like ununderstandable about it is how like almost all the characters speak like understandably Old English, except Van Helsing, who speaks like 500 years before everyone else English for some reason.
Maybe he's a vampire.
Like they all spoke like current at their time current
Yeah,
English, except
but for some reason he spoke like ancient English.
No, go away.
Like I know he's older than them, but not that much older.
Green door, nope.
Oh, you can't go through green doors?
Nope.
It's one of these games. Can you
Blue
go through
door?
blue?
Nope. I got a house key, but I don't know which house. There's no house marked on the map.
Oh,
Oh.
stop touching that thing.
Did anyone else here, aside
Maybe.
from me, enjoy the movie Van Helsing?
Never saw it.
Or we've had this conversation like 1,000 times.
Not on here. We
Yeah.
haven't.
No.
I watched it, and it was watchable. I'd give
Yeah.
it a watchable out of shit.
That's pretty
Fair enough.
high then.
Well, okay, watchable out of...
What was
God.
that thing?
Oh, maybe this one.
What?
Nope.
What was what thing?
Oh, it was that.
The
that's
generic
right.
bat
Lurk from the
deals?
road.
The
Yeah.
pterodactyls or whatever?
Yeah.
Leave and tell the world of
And
the
I got jokes
creatures.
for you.
Do you?
Yeah. How do you know when a pterodactyl is using the bathroom?
I know the answer to
There's
this.
a
It's fucking
terrible
stupid.
smell.
That's funny.
that's even better.
What's the actual answer?
It's because you can't because the P is silent.
Oh, they were gonna say because of the silent P, like he's self-conscious of having other people hear about his pee. He's like, he goes into like a public restroom or whatever, and he's like, you know, and then someone else comes, he's like, oh, and then he's
I
got
do
like,
that though.
he got, like stage fright.
I aim my pee so that like it hits the urinal, which is like.
No, but I
so
mean,
don't
like
make a
he
splash
can't
or anything.
pee until the guy leaves.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a thing that like businesses that have like public restrooms who've put like targets inside the urinal for people to aim at have
And if
like
you hit
less urine
bullseye,
on the
do you get a
floor.
raise?
Have like 80% less urine on the floor.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Because you
Is there,
got
like,
some
tape
drunk
on the
assholes
floor
like, I'm
as
going to
well?
piss all over the floor, fuck you. But they see the target and it's a challenge then, so they're
It's-
going to get it in the goddamn urinal. That's brilliant.
Crazy. It's like if there's not a target there, guys are just like going everywhere.
But how do you figure out like
It's
the
like
rules?
80%.
Like, is there tape on the floor to determine like, how far back you got to start from?
Good point.
Like,
I don't think they thought that far into it because most people are probably.
is there like a sensor in it so like when you hit a thing it says like you got this?
Most
many
people aren't
points?
drunk at like regular businesses.
I mean, there's like
in the
there's like an
restroom.
email leaderboard that auto emails every week to see who got the most points that week, and then they get like their name goes into a pot and they win like a jackpot or something.
They're taking the anonymity though away from it. Then if it's like it's recorded, that's like it was you. This was your score. How do you know?
Just like plaster on the bulletin board outside everyone's office.
It's health drink.
Oh, there's more.
More health drink.
John hit the target with the most.
This
piss
reminds
this
me of
week.
every location in Fallout 3.
Yeah, I know.
Which is one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of that game.
Oh, love that game.
Where the
That
fuck is everyone?
It's Silent Hill. They're all dead or something.
So how did they robbed all the shit from this place?
Maybe.
Except that shell for some reason.
Well, I'm only looking for health drinks.
Probably has freaking President's Choice stuff on it.
Actually,
Or Walmart's Great Value. There you go.
Is that what the Walmart one is called?
Yeah, what's the Irving one? Like
Irving.
shitty Irving quality
Oh,
call or
Kmart.
something.
It's Kmart.
It's not
No,
Kmart.
Irving. Irving has their own.
Circle K is
Circle
the one
K.
next to it. Kmart
Yeah,
is the... It's Kmart.
They have a name though. It's like Valley Shit or something.
I would fire
Try
the
new
marketing department.
Valley Shit grape juice or whatever. We just took Welch's grape juice and put it in a different bottle.
This is exactly like the Monkey Island video where me and Aaron and Rory just talk all the time and Andrew's playing the
I'm
game.
talking a little more than I in that video, though.
That was a good video, though.
It was a good video, yeah. It's hard to talk when you're over there,
No, it's
away from everybody else.
I totally get that. I'm not.
And
I'm
you're
not,
pointing
I'm
to
just
somewhere
more for
no
a
one
joke
can
than-
see.
Yeah, well, they can imagine it. They can imagine the thing.
Just imagine some
Guys,
sort of-
keep an eye out for that doghouse.
All right, audience, imagine
I
a
think that's
thing.
the house I have to go to.
Oh
I don't
my
know why I
God.
didn't try.
You should check the map and see if the doghouse is on there.
Oh, maybe.
Like the fucking the draw distance is like a cool effect, even though it's an excuse for not being able to render very far.
No.
But so fucking annoying when you have no idea where you're going.
Well, you got to keep looking at the map.
Everything looks exactly the same, and you just run in circles for hours and hours and not even know you're running in circles.
That's like the most ineffectual like pterosaur I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're not very cool. The
Well,
enemies in the
Is
second
that
game
so?
are better than this.
He's just like a fucked up pterosaur, and it's just like,
Pterosaurus Rex.
Yeah,
do you get to fight one of those like a Tyrannosaurus Rex? That'd be cool.
it would be, but that's
Like
called
an
Dino
like
Crisis.
an undead
That's
thing.
into that game.
Sounds
What?
like a
Was it
better
that
game.
game? No, sorry, it was No.
Do you fight it with your fists, or are you
Is,
in like
is
a
Dino
mech?
Crisis the game where like at the end
It's
you
the
have to-
Resident Evil with dinosaurs.
Oh, so
Oh,
you
no,
can't
I'm
hit
not.
while aiming, or move while aiming.
I remember probably one of the. This is from a
Bachman
Scooby Doo
Road.
movie, a
It's a
straight to
long road.
DVD Scooby Doo movie. So like, take that to heart when I say this. But it actually had a pretty cool idea for like, I don't know, some sort of superpower or like a story, like an idea for a story where during like the Wild West era of American history, the people, you know, the U.S. government was wiping out, I don't know, this tribe of natives. And so the natives got together, and they like all the shamans from all the tribes from all around the land got together, and they tried to summon the most powerful animal spirit to like protect their tribes from the Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Except the spirit they thought they were going to summon like a bear or like a cougar or an eagle or something like that. They ended up summoning the spirit of a Tyrannosaurus Rex that had been living in the ground for so long, and that was the monster of the movie. This like ghost Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now it was stupid and ended up not being a thing at all. But that's a pretty cool idea for like some sort of like I don't know how you would use it, but that sounds cool. Like I don't know how you would, but you know what I mean? It's cool. Maybe it was just because it's the T-Rex. It was cool.
Why would
Somebody
a
else say
T-Rex's
something, please.
spirit stay there that long though?
Why would anything's spirit stay around?
Why would it move?
I don't know. I guess it's a dinosaur, so it's probably stupid, but I'm under the ground. 65 million years pass.
We're also looking pretty
Scooby-Doo
deep into a
movie.
Scooby-Doo episode.
What?
Or movie or whatever.
What?
I said we're looking pretty deep into a Scooby-Doo
Sarah
movie.
Michelle Gellar
That's
was in a
true.
Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, she was...
The first one.
Daphne.
She was
who
the redhead.
ended up marrying Fred, who was Freddie Prinze Jr. I actually like both of them.
Did that movie fucking put them together?
Yes.
That's
Or-
that's the shittiest fucking like. Oh, how did you two guys meet?
we don't like to talk about it.
Is that true? Was that how they met?
I'm pretty sure. I like Freddy
Fucking
Prinze Jr. I know he
hilarious.
gets a lot of flack, but I like him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, that Wing Commander movie was fantastic.
I'm talking about his fucking voice work.
He's good in Boston Legal.
Is he in Boston Legal?
Yep. Plays Donnie Crane.
I like him too. He's
said
playing.
that.
What?
You said that.
Who did?
You.
I said that I like him.
Yes.
When?
I thought. You're like, I like Freddie Prinze Jr. You're like, yeah, me too. And then like 2 seconds later, you're like, yeah, I like him too. Yeah, I like him too, Andrew. Oh,
I'm trying to lead into my secondary comments, Aaron.
Well, I'm fucking you up.
He's playing the Iron Bull in upcoming Dragon Age Inquisition. Don't know if either you are into that.
When's that coming out?
I'm very
That's a
excited
really
to play
hang
that.
on, turn around. That's a really wide
It's progressive.
crossing
Yeah, it's for large crowds.
of this small ass
It's for
town.
Yes.
it's for a future American city.
Oh, nope. Maybe this is the street.
I
Maybe
gotta
not.
say, Andrew, this is
Obesity
pretty fucking living.
Hills.
You walking through fucking fog. I can get the same experience living where I do now.
I know what happened. This
What?
is like this takes place in like 2026, and it's some like random place, America, and everything is future, so it's massive as hell. And that's not ash falling. That's actually like grease flakes from a McDonald's that exploded. And everyone is in their house because no one's outside anymore.
You guys excited for Silent Hills?
Yeah.
If it's first person,
That'd be cool.
yeah.
If
I mean,
it
the
plays
friggin'
if it
advertisement
plays
was first
like
person, so-
PT, probably.
Yeah, I'll check it out if it's like PT, but if it's just like this, like third person run around, better graphics, I don't know what it is, but I'm not a huge fan of a lot of third person games. Like some of them are actually really well done and they're fun, but
I'm.
I don't know,
Oh, there it is.
Doggos,
have no appeal.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna scream.
use
Yay.
the house key.
I love
Alright.
how we wandered around for fucking
40 minutes
5
later.
hours when you were right there.
Yeah, well, that's what you get. What's that Paramore song?
Man.
That's what you get.
When you
Let your heart win.
I was just thinking that, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to sing it because I've been watching like old podcasts or all old episodes I've been into trying to improve my commentary.
when
I sing way too much.
sting.
Sorry, what is the line
Sorry,
we're
Haley.
working from? That's what you get.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
also
when you let your heart win.
loosely from Karma Police by Radiohead, which is an amazing song. One of my favorites.
Yeah, but Rory, we're talking about Paramore.
I'm thinking
much better, babe.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I don't know if Paramore is much better than Radiohead. They're both really good.
Clearly, you didn't hear the sarcasm in my voice. Oh,
Stop making noise.
what's this?
Doesn't matter if you break something. It's a clipboard with future classified Pixel Junkies plans on it.
The hell is this?
Say all of it.
Say all of it.
Say all. Or I got bad news for you.
We'll do like a
Used the key of Lion.
All right, now you gotta find two more.
Used the key of Woodman.
Who names keys?
Okay, that's a
Used the key
woodworm.
of Scarecrow. Guess who already has all the keys?
You know what I found out today?
What?
Well, I was at the liquor store today, and I went.
Can you just hop the fence?
I could have, but
Adam,
that's not scary.
Adam, that's logic.
Okay.
This is an old PS1 game
Yeah, so it got
where
dark
you
again.
you walk up to a chain link fence, and it's like knee height, and you're like, oh, I better find another way around.
You were at the
That's-
liquor store.
Yeah, I was at the liquor store. I was looking for a bottle of absinthe. Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about absinthe, but
Yep.
Isn't that
I
like the
didn't.
super strong alcohol?
Right. It's
yeah,
Isn't it a hallucinogenic?
it's the trippy alcohol.
yeah. See, I'm gonna get into this. Yeah, it's an alcohol made with a couple of different things. I think the primary one is anise, so it's like a licorice, I guess. I've never had it, so. But anyway, I asked them if they had any absinthe because I couldn't find it. It's a spirit, so I was looking in the spirit section, and it's like, nope. I was like, okay, so I went over to the liqueurs where they had it. It's a fake absinthe because real absinthe is illegal. I was like, what?
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
illegal. And because it's like 90 to 150 proof. And
That's a lot.
apparently,
That's a
it is a lot. It's like 75%,
Yeah.
which is friggin' retarded.
If you ever manage to get it, I will pay you for like a shot of it.
You might die.
I don't care.
Like, you
You
know,
have
if
no idea. Like,
people
you
who don't
are-
drink,
Oh!
a bottle of vodka or
Oh,
whiskey
yeah.
is like 40, 45%. So, I mean, that's like the standard. But,
but Aaron, you're seriously underestimating my body's ability to process like alcohol.
I would like to see you do that, but I would not want to be responsible for bringing you to the hospital or explaining to the police what happened.
You just drank a lot of absinthe.
I gave him
A
absinthe.
shot is
I
not a
got
lot of
money.
absinthe. It's just a shot of alcohol. How bad could it be? I want to
Probably
chug
not bad.
a bottle of, or half of, or I would say 1/5 of a bottle of rum. So
I'd say he'd probably be fine. But turns out, apparently, like Andrew said,
I said something?
yeah, you said a hallucination.
Mm-hmm.
It was branded with as a hallucinogenic, which is apparently bullshit because they've done studies on it, and
It's locked. Shoot it, idiot.
apparently that was a rumor spread by winemakers a long time ago because absinthe sales were taking a huge chunk of the wine sales market, so they started spreading rumors.
no.
Really?
Yeah, so apparently it's fine, but it's still illegal here for some stupid reason. So you can get like a fake bottle of absinthe that was only 55% at $50. I never picked it up. I guess like
I think I could
Is
be
it
wrong.
only legal in Newfoundland or in like?
no, it's Canada. It's
It's
illegal.
Canada.
Hey, remember how high school wasn't scary at night?
No, it wasn't.
No, it was pretty
Oh.
scary at night.
I could be wrong,
Was
but
it?
I think Marilyn Manson paints with absinthe,
Oh.
like under the influence of absinthe, and I think he actually uses it in the actual composition of the paint.
So is it like what on what
I'm not
level of
positive,
illegal is it? Is it like illegal for them to sell it here, or is it like illegal to have it in your possession?
I think it's illegal. I don't know.
Like, could you bring it across the border and they'd be like, "Yeah, you're not supposed to have it, but you can keep the bottle."
I'm sure they're not gonna like SWAT team's not gonna repel it. If you just if you just drink it and they're like, I'm sure it's like pirating a DVD, like rap on the knuckles kind of thing.
I guess.
I think the person who would get more in trouble for that is the person who brought it across the border.
Yeah,
Seriously though, you should get it. And
I guess it's considered
I'll pay for
smuggling.
a shot.
Well, I thought about buying the I don't know what the difference is. It's still absinthe. It's made with woodworm, which is like the other like normal absinthe, and it's 55%. So I don't know how it's not real absinthe. I don't know what the difference is.
One of my friend's dad actually, when he was in New York or somewhere, bought a bottle and brought it back and had some. So I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Okay. I don't know how long it's been illegal
Yeah,
either.
that's a lot of blood.
Maybe we'll pick up that bottle and we'll try it out
It's written in blood.
in a future episode.
Is that the Necronomicon? Con?
Con?
Can.
Con? Con!
No, it's not.
Is that the Necronomicon?
Here's a question. Why aren't there more Lovecraft games?
That's a good question. There should be more.
That is a good
You
question.
know what I want the next season of American Horror Story to be about? I want it to be about like either Cthulhu or Cthulhu inspired.
What's American Horror Story?
You don't know American
You've
Horror
never seen
Story?
I've heard people talk about it.
They're
Don't
on their
watch it.
4th season right now. They're. Do you read my blog?
They're fucking not.
Yes!
What a
I
shame.
sure do.
Well,
What a
if you
well
read
worked
my
in-
blog.
What a well worked in plug word.
Yeah, if you read my blog, which happens to be called TV Tuesdays with Rory, you would
well,
know that
yeah,
American
stuff.
Horror Story is
Which the most recent post came out on Thursday.
the.
Point that out.
How did you know that?
Because I saw you post it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Aaron reads it. Anyways, so they're on their 4th season right now, and what it is, it's a show that uses a large portion of the same cast every season, but they change the storyline to explore like a different like horror thing in like a more contemporary perspective. So the first season is like a haunted house, and the second season is
I thought it was like
That was actually kind of scary. Not gonna lie.
so
So
the
can you
show
get through the door?
No.
Okay.
each season is like
Right, piece one.
a specific like set piece.
yeah, basically.
Okay, I thought it was like my idea of the show was each episode was like a documentary about like some recreation of something that somebody told. Like that's kind of what I thought. So I was like, nah, fuck that.
So
Right,
the
yeah,
first
no,
se- the first season is Haunted House. Second season is
Insane Asylum.
Third
season is a Coven, and the 4th season is Carnival.
Yeah,
That
but
sounds
it's
a lot more
freak
interesting than what I thought it was.
show. And so I want the 5th season to be about like Call of Cthulhu or like Shadow over Innsmouth. Is it Innsmouth?
Innsmouth, yep.
Yeah. Or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a kind of cosmic.
Yeah.
That
horror.
seems like a show that could have like an infinite number of seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
it's
what's brilliant
from the
about
same
it.
creators of Glee, which I
What?
think is, yeah, it's for 2 out of 3 of the creators of Glee made American Horror Story. They were like, yeah, we wanted
That
to do
third
something.
guy.
They're trying to make
That
up
fucking
for their
third
terrible
guy.
mistakes.
Well, they were like, we wanted to do something dark this time. I'm like, well, mission accomplished. Like, you really ran with that idea. It's actually quite good, and I like that they reuse a lot of the same actors.
Wait, Aaron, the screen
What?
over there stopped moving like half an hour ago.
I did it?
No, I'm just
You're full
No.
of shit. Because I looked at it like 2 minutes ago. That's
But
my worst horror
I recommend
story.
American Horror Story.
This video not coming out.
Okay, where do I?
But you're watching it, so it came
There's a
out.
little kid there. And
I
he's
know
freaking
there
me
is. I guess I gotta go across the courtyard.
out.
Here we go.
That's freaking the shit out of me, though. Like, that's really scary.
One of the
Why?
things about a show that changes every season is some seasons
Oh,
you're probably
God.
gonna like,
Oh,
some seasons
God.
you're probably not.
Is that Alma?
Is that
What's up, Alma?
Who's Alma?
That's not Alma.
Oh,
That
that's too
Alma's
bad.
from Fear.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Fear reference.
Oh.
Yep.
So you're being funny. This is weird. This is
Trying to
weird change.
be failed.
Such an asshole.
It's It's on.
Alright. What's the scariest game you guys have ever played?
Oh, I'm back here.
That's a good question.
Like, legitimately, not just like, oh, like a jump scare, like bullshit. Like, literally, like, tense, like, holy fuck.
I gotta be honest. It might be this because
Really?
I played this when I was like 10 or under.
Yeah.
I don't really play a lot of scary games. Like, I watch them. I watch people playing them, but I haven't really sat down to play. For like longer, like enough to beat it. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's like one thing. I mean, at least for me, I know a lot of people get scared at things like PT scares the shit out of a lot of people, like Jordan. And I mean, it's kind of like not really scary in a way, but you know something bad's gonna happen, or like just jump out and you're not gonna be ready for it. Which to me isn't really scary. Like, I know something's gonna jump out at me here, and then it jumps out and you're not ready for it. You're like, oh, like, you know, you move a little bit. You're not scared.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually-
that jumping around isn't fear.
You know what you're gonna like? This is an Australian independent film that came out, and it's gotten quite popular among critics and audiences who are looking forward to being able to get it in North America. Is the Babadook, and it was it's actually got a surprisingly positive reception for a horror movie. Last I checked, at 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
It's the Door to the Truman Show.
It's a good movie.
I've never seen it. I just know the reference.
You never saw the Truman Show?
Nope.
Oh,
I
really?
haven't seen it
How
either.
the fuck did what?
You should check it out.
How the fuck do you references the movie but doesn't know what the hell he's talking
Well, I've
about?
seen that scene.
Okay, well that's kind of like the friggin' end of the movie where it's like, oh, big reveal, sort of. Not really. Big reveal to the main character.
Yeah,
No.
that is a good movie.
I think the scariest game that definitely not Fear, because that game is not couldn't be scary if it like depended on it, which it kind of does. It's not like Dead Space, because that game's not scary.
That's my favorite horror game of all time. However,
Really?
yep, it's not scary, but it's the best horror game I've ever played.
I can see that.
I feel a similar
I'm
way.
talking
Like,
about scary, though.
I like Fear, but I don't.
I love
find-
Fear as well.
Like, I love the gameplay. I think it's very smooth,
Yeah.
and that's always my preferred. As long as the gameplay is good, that's always priority one for me. Sorry, Adam, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It might be PT, because I got pretty freaked out over PT. My cousin had a kind of a creep. I forget what it was, because it was 8. Like, I was like 6 when he played it, so it probably wasn't all that scary. But I remember it being really kind of creepy. It might have been Silent Hill, and I just can't really remember it all that well. But I remember sitting down and watching him play it.
Yeah. That's not in game.
So can I take
They
it?
should have showed a close up of it in game. Would have just been like a
So I can't take it?
square.
There's a puzzle in here.
I think, I played a number of scary games. Probably second to the first one would be, the frig is the name of that game?
Amnesia.
Yeah, Amnesia. That's not really that scary. It's got some moments to it.
I found Machine of Pigs a lot scarier.
Yeah, it's
And I only played that one very briefly.
yeah, but I talked about this earlier, but Alien Isolation, scary game. And they capture the mood of the movie really, really good.
So is that your scariest?
I think so, yeah. Like it had a lot of moments for me, and they got it the right way though. It's not like, okay, this is fucked up and scary, I'm just gonna like not play this ever again. It's sort of like scary, but that's
No.
Alright, there's 2 of them.
I would
gremlins.
black away with that then. I would like black.
You'd shoot them.
Yeah.
The progression of the game is fantastic though, because like you start out shit in the bed every fucking corner. You're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, and then like by the end of the game, you're like, come at me, bro.
I only have 104 bullets.
Fuck you, alien.
You have 104 bullets
Yeah.
It's a fun game.
for the whole game.
What?
No, that's what I've picked up. Take that, child.
And it's like a 16-hour game too, so it's long, and it's like tense the whole way through.
I'm actually
Nice battery.
asking for it for Christmas.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait,
definitely
what
play
game?
through that.
Sorry.
Alien Isolation.
Isolation.
Oh yeah.
Another one that I found really creepy. Me and Rory played this one together. Although I played it again on my own, it was a lot scarier when it was just me. Slender, like the first one.
Yeah.
That was a pretty, for what it was, that was a really scary game. Like that used like a minimal gameplay to great effect.
Yeah.
Just because like I think it was mainly the sound of that game, but it was good.
Freaked me out the first time because I heard like don't look at him. I was like okay, so I played the game, went and got like a page or whatever, went into a thing. Then I heard like, I looked up and I saw him. I was like, all right, I won't look at him. Look at the floor. And then I saw his feet move into the frame, and then I died. I was like, oh shit. It's like all right, it doesn't matter if you don't look at him. So. Oh man, getting to Demon BJ.
Demon. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
You know, it would be a creepy fucking. It's probably been done, but a creepy ass like monster to fight would be in a situation like this where you can't see their physical appearance, but you can only see their shadow. So like you need a flashlight.
That sounds familiar. It might be dumb, but like I don't think in a horror game. I think it's like a Legend of Zelda or something like that.
Like I think
that
if
would
you
be
just
creepy.
that would be fucking awesome. You just saw like feet. Like what the fuck?
I had an idea for a horror game
They're everywhere, man.
where you start out. I would advertise the game as just like an average, like run of the mill like shooter,
Yeah.
and like not advertise as horror, like that it's a horror game at all. And then like at the end of like the first, so you'd have like one level where it's just basically a shooter, and then at the end of the second level, something like really fucked up would happen. Like you're let's say you're a police officer. And at the end of the second level, you bust up this cult, but you don't do it quick enough, and then they perform their ritual, and then something happens, and then so all of a sudden, so you're this like hulked up police officer, used to be part of the military or whatever, and you're loaded down with guns and ammo and weapons and stuff. And here's the thing, it doesn't work. So like you see enemies coming towards you, and you start like plugging away at them, and your bullets are doing nothing to them. Like that's a lot scarier to me than not having any weapons at all, because you have weapons to defend yourself. They're just fucking useless.
Yeah. Turns out at the end of the game, they die if they get water on them or something stupid.
Oh, the common cold kills them.
Yeah.
Oh, science fiction tropes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hated that movie.
You didn't like War of the Worlds?
Or Signs.
I like the book.
Signs is
Signs.
fucking stupid.
Signs suck ass. Just a colossal amount of ass.
Not as bad as a lot of other M. Night Shyamalan movies.
No.
Though it was still before like his movies started like really going downhill.
Like with Avatar. You know that the woman who played Katara in Avatar the movie played the chick in Transformers 4: Age of Extinction, which is still the worst movie I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Oh yeah. No.
Played who? Wait, what?
I've never seen
The
either
really
movie.
terrible acting daughter character in the 4th Transformers is in the shitty Avatar.
Who played a really terrible
The Last Airbender.
Yeah, sorry.
You thought he meant the James Cameron.
Yeah, I was thinking Zoe. What's her
No,
name?
no, Jesus.
Isn't it just
Saldana. What?
Isn't it just Zoe?
Zoe.
Zoe. Zoe. There's 2 dots over the. Is it the O or E? Anyway, whatever, Zoe.
I'm not good with things.
It's the English language, man.
It's fucked. I really want to learn Japanese.
No, you
Good luck
don't,
with
because
that.
then you get fucked up shit like this. That's all our
All I know
culture
is they say des at the end of a lot of stuff.
Des.
Yeah, it's spelled desu, but you say des. That's all. That's my
Desu.
Japanese. That's the extent of my Japanese.
You wanna
Oh,
cut that out?
that's what you were doing.
What?
He was being racist.
Me?
No, you're not racist. No.
Oh.
Hey, let's do this with the light off.
Yeah, this will be great on YouTube. Yep.
Might
The
be better, 'cause
the
I'm
video's still
talking about
playing.
You know what was the least scariest scary
This is a
game
fucking
ever?
black screen on YouTube.
Fucking Alan Wake. It does look pretty black, Andrew. There you go. Alan Wake was not scary at all.
No,
Never
it
played it.
wasn't.
Because you'd be like, the only time I ever got scared was when I was in like some logging thing, and all of a sudden buzzsaws acting. I'm like, oh, that was kind of scary, and because I don't know what the fuck's going on there, and then all of a sudden I come across and I see like 8 more buzzsaws lying in the road. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm getting attacked by buzzsaws now, and I was, and
I remember being excited for that game before the Xbox 360 came out. And then when it came out and the game came out, like, friggin' 100 years later, I was like, eh.
It wasn't the same game when it came out.
No. Well, I remember looking at screenshots, and it was like, oh my god, the graphics. And there was like a mountain in the background, and it was like, you can go there. I was like, fuck yeah. Is it even open world?
No.
no.
Stupid.
I remember, and also, like, the enemies, and it's like, these shadow people are super scary. I'm like, uh-huh. If it didn't, like, run at you from across, like, a brightly lit field.
He's like, yeah, there's definitely a guy coming towards me. I should probably move.
Yeah, but it's not like this game where they kind of, like, appear out of the darkness, like, right in front of you. It's like, it would be like, you're on one end of a football field, and they start running at you, and you're like, okay, I can do it. Andrew, I like how we traded being lost in the town to being lost in the high school.
Yeah.
So I'm just regressing.
Where's Buffy at?
Oh, yeah.
Where's the Scoobs? The Scoobies?
I forget you
Where's
were a fan of
Giles?
Buffy.
What?
I forget you were a fan of Buffy.
Yeah.
Such a good show.
I will say the
All
loading time
7
of this game
seasons
is
are
being
right
really
next to
good
you.
because
Yeah.
like, the PS1 chugged. Its loading time was shit.
Yeah.
The longest loading time I've ever experienced, I think, was
Fuck
still
this.
the PS1 version of the Italian Job.
Fuck you, kid.
Really?
Yeah, oh, it was
I think the
unbelievable.
longest I've ever experienced was the Mass Effect.
you
Not
can't-
family friendly.
Mass
can't
Effect
show
This is
1
not a kid.
had a fucking atrocious amount of loading. It was just or Mass Effect 1 because it just hit it behind a fucking elevator.
A fucking 45-minute elevator.
And which they then made fun of for the rest of the series. Or Castlevania Symphony of
Oh,
the
was there
Night.
dialogue like, do you want to take the elevator? And Shepard's like, fuck that.
Kind of. Honestly, kind of.
So we're gonna end soon or what?
Yeah, I'm just killing children now.
All of our viewers want to go get some candy. They want to eat their candy. Although you should have been eating your candy while
Wait,
this
this
video
is airing on Halloween, right? And
Yeah,
by
it is
airing,
coming out.
I mean is going...
It'll be available on
It's
Halloween.
Halloween.
Kid got up.
What?
I work today. It's Halloween.
Yeah, it is Halloween though.
Have you guys seen that
Halloween's
movie?
a fucking Friday.
Halloween?
No, Trick or Treat.
Trick or treat.
Yeah, it's like a horror anthology movie. It's like 4 horror short stories that are all kind of loosely tied together. There's like two of them now. Or
Any
3 of
good?
them.
Trick, treat,
so-
or other.
It's not bad. Is what I hear. Some of the stories are really
Select
good. Some of them
2.
are bad. It's kind of like VHS. I've heard VHS is like had good movies and bad movies.
What's why the fuck do we still say
oh,
trick or
VHS?
treat?
That's the name of the movie. VHS.
Oh. It's kind of a weird name for a movie.
Well, the main theme of that movie is that all of the plot, the overarching plot of the movie, is that these people break into a home, and the home that they've broken into has a bunch of VHS tapes around. So they start watching it, and every VHS tape that they watch is another like scary, like another scary story. But it's like all done like Blair Witch style with the POV cam.
Right, yeah.
I've heard some of them are really good. Some of them are pretty bad. Ah, it's a cat.
I want to shoot
What?
that cat.
What was the cat doing in the locker? What kind of fucked up school is this?
It's the best school.
So clearly everyone left
Yeah.
recently.
Like I said,
Who puts a cat in the locker?
Japanese school.
I mean, I don't even like cats. And
I like
They
cats.
love Japanese cats.
This is
I mean,
crossing
cats
the
love-
line now.
Japanese love cats.
You fucking bastards.
Right?
What? So what happened? Is there like a...
We don't know.
No, I
place is
don't-
haunted or
just
something. I
fucking-
don't know.
so, like,
There has to be a story here
Are
of
we in
this.
Raccoon
This game
City?
is just old.
Yes, we are.
What is the actual story?
Andrew's getting frustrated.
I'm not getting frustrated. Shut up.
How long have you been recording?
Too fucking long, Adam. I'm gonna cut this down to like 4 minutes.
All right. We can end.
Make sure you leave
I
the
don't know.
final word
I
choke.
really don't know where we're supposed to go. This door's...
There's no point. You can't beat this game. Oh, you found your daughter. All right, we can all have a happy ending now. She's just taking a bog. She'll be back.
And in the men's, there's urinals there.
Yeah, but maybe the ladies
Cheryl,
was
you're not
broken.
supposed to be in the men's washroom.
Alice.
It's got a toilet.
Alice. Was that her name?
I had to pee now.
Cheryl, he just said it.
No, but Pete from PT. What was her name?
What? Oh, Lisa.
Lisa. There we go. Lisa.
Yep.
All right.
All right, everybody. Have a happy diabetes. We'll see you.
Don't eat razor blades.